Mm, I could probably do that. Good morning, everybody. There's some old light in here. Maybe I don't have to put these other lights on. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Ooh, good morning, everybody. Y'all getting here? I need to put some of these books back. So while everybody's good morning, you're gonna need your book too today. And pen and paper, preferably if you got it, or if you can write on your device. You're gonna need to write, and you're gonna need your Twitter fingers. So hello, everybody. Good morning. Book two. Book two. Now, y'all know in my old books that I choose not to show anyone because you always laugh at them. Um, I read this before, but it had been a while, so we're gonna read it again today. And I think it kind of goes with everything we've been studying. I know it does. It is amazing information. I'm just trying to put my stuff back because it's always a lot of stuff. Seems like it's out of place in here. Sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. Everybody give me a. You need book two. I ain't told you where yet. Just go to book two if you got it on your device or wherever you read it at. Please don't fall stuff. Oh, did I show y'all this yesterday? I gotta show y'all. I probably did, but I'm gonna show y'all again. Yo, I've been using my little book that I got. And look it. I'm almost done with my Phoenix. I didn't really know where I was going with it at first. But I think it's turning out, and I'm gonna do him next. Isn't that cool? There is some amazing things in here. So if you got our markers, y'all already know what the deal is, how vibrant the colors are, and now you can see he sparkles. He does. The whole thing is glitter. You can't really see it when the light ain't on it, but I tell you, absolutely love it. Now you can see it a little better. Yeah. Get you some coloring books. It's a whole bunch of beautiful pictures and stuff in here. And it's all the stuff we study. Look, y'all seen? This picture made me think. Because Pan was like the god of the woods. They always have him coming out. Did y'all watch Pan's Labyrinth? Who watched that movie? Did y'all go watch it when it was homework? Wasn't he like a tree, but he was also a satyr? Thank you so much, Miss B. He was like a tree, but he was also a satyr. This is a centaur, but y'all get my drift. Okay? Wonder why they put him there like that. Now, what freaked me out on this is look at this book. I know this is a book of shadows in there. Y'all see it? Ain't that crazy how they hid it? So if you bought it, say adult coloring book, but ain't that crazy? Y'all didn't even see that in there, did y'all? Uh-huh. I said, what the what? And then I went to the back and was surprised. Mm-hmm. Because in the back, this is still awesome to me. I don't care. It says all the. Yep. You see, it say all the answers. Now look at this. I love this though. I ain't gonna lie. Because it's an adult. Where in the world is Waldo? Look at that. It's showing you hippocampus, hydra, hippogriff, white stag, green man, jackalope, gnomes. What's over here? Let me see. Can y'all see that? All of those different ones. And then the Chinese dragon, a manticore. I'm reading backwards, so y'all see it. And there's something hidden on each page. And then it's the more mythical creatures. The kitsune, right? The nine-tailed fox, Beowulf or a werewolf, a goblet, an ogre, a witch, nymphs. What? You mean these is Job's nieces right here? Look how they done put Job's nieces in a book. And if they daddy could go on land and come back, I'm sure they could as well. Thank you for buying me my coloring books. Y'all bought me some beautiful coloring books. I get all kinds of stuff in here. And it's all the stuff we read. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. Mm-hmm. You got this one. It's a couple other ones. I think they are on card. Oh, yeah. So the main ones, I'm going to show y'all real quick, and then we're going to get to this listing. But for those of you that be trying to find a stress reliever, you don't have to color good. You don't have to color how they want you to color it like you like it. I use this when there's a lot of stuff on my mind, and I just need to calm my mind down. And as you can see, my family, I already had a stack of coloring books, but my WOIU community wanted to make sure that I had a whole bunch of them, like because it's a stack under there too. There's about this tall, well, about this tall, and then there's this stack plus those two. Yeah, so I got a lot of coloring books. They made sure I could calm my mind down. Yes. Because y'all know I got this stack too. For the newbies, let me show you. This is one of the things we do. And if y'all coming to the meet and greets, bring your coloring books so you can color outside. We might have a coloring event in the park. Bring your markers and your coloring books. Here go the other stack. Y'all see that? And then there's some little ones in here somewhere. They on top of something else in here. Oh. So I don't ever have to worry about anything to color. Probably for the next 10 years if the Lord let the world tarry that long. But y'all know we got these. What I done colored in here? I don't get as much time to sit and color as I used to. Have I colored nothing? No, I colored something in here. Where is it? Ah, it's this one. My book thing. You see it? I love these. So, get you some coloring books. All kinds here. I ain't gonna show them all to y'all, but it's a ton. Mm-hmm. Get you some coloring books. Sit out on the porch when it's nice. Watch the sun rise and color in your coloring book. Or watch the sun go down, coloring your coloring book. You know, just thinking about life, picking beautiful colors, making the see the one thing about coloring is you can make the world look like you want it to look. Trees can be blue if you want them to, and it's okay. That's why I like coloring because you don't have to fit into no lines or nothing there. You know, you do what you want to do. That's probably one of the only places that you could really make the world look like you want it to look, besides your house. So there's that, and that's why. And I think it keeps the imagination fresh too. Definitely put something on your mind. All right, so now to real class, right? Coloring is life. It is. How many of you have found solace or comfort or stress relief in doing the coloring and stuff? Your son loves that book. Hey, y'all. Good morning. How many of y'all did go ahead and get some coloring books and you happy you did? Has it changed some of y'all? You relax, like when you get stressed out, I'm about to put my headphones on. Y'all give me an hour and get in your coloring book, or just even when you're sitting with the kids, if they busy and you can see them, you can sit there and color, have your headphone on, and just make sure you can see them and hear them and be in your own world. Right? You did and you love it. I'm excited. You color every day. Good job. bringing you to Jesus for real? Trini, you wasn't a Jesus person before? You do every day after work. No way, Sophie. I love it. You can color for hours. Okay. Oh, yes, y'all. Oh, that make me happy. That makes me happy. Now that makes me happy. It do. That makes me excited. And y'all know I can't see. That's crazy. My cousin was laughing at me last night. She was trying to show me something. The phone was. She said, "Girl, go get your glasses. You was looking right at this phone." I said, "I can't see it. Let me hold on." We had a virtual girls' night last night, and I needed it. Oh, because I don't get to see that many people, Lord. I don't know why you got me in this tower. You gonna let me out? He got me locked up and won't let me out. Goodness gracious. It's gonna be summertime again. He like, watch from the window. Watch from the window. That just is not fair. Everybody else gets to go out and live daylight. We sat down. Gotta live vicariously through y'all. It is Miss Ramona. It is. All right. That's so funny. I really need glasses, y'all. It's still kind of, and now my eyes getting weak. I said, Lord, what you doing in my old age now? You know, I used to use these eyes to hypnotize people. He said that's why they going to be a little bit different in your old age. You'll be not using your reducing skills over here. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is so crazy because studying all this stuff, no, seriously. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I really used to think once you look in my eyes, that's it. And do you know, people used to tell me the one thing I couldn't get out of my head was your eyes, like looking you dead in your eyes. So a lot of times I don't look people in their eyes, and then I be thinking, well, damn, I kind of got snake skin on my arm, but I got burned. Like, was Medusa my great 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 grandmother or something? Because my eyes go to a lighter brown when I'm outside, and you can see these lines in them. It's weird. It's weird. I'm serious, y'all. Now I ain't trying to say I'm no, but I mean now with us studying the genealogy and genetics of the people from Africa and the people from ancient Mesopotamia, who knows? Seriously, which is what we about to get into today. Yeah, so you wonder about that. Hopefully you should. With us studying genetics, you should be looking at your bloodline like, Grandma, Auntie, Papa, whoever. Can I ask you some questions? Where did we come from? Mm-hmm. Now, was that real daddy or that whole somebody got pregnant and they hurry up and marry the monster? Because I need to know bloodlines. Uh-huh. So that wasn't her real, that wouldn't, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. So who's the real daddy? Uh-huh. We don't know who the real grandpa is? Okay. So what about the mother? Hey, hey, nephew. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so then great grandma was who? And where her people come from? Do we know what boat they came on? If they came on the boat, or was they some of the originals? Uh huh. So what part of Africa did? Okay. Actually, we're Scandinavian from the original. Oh, okay. All right. Well, did any of them do witchcraft? Because I heard that Auntie was able to make toenails move across the table. Oh, she could. Okay, so where'd she get that from? So it's true that she put the curse on Uncle Bob because he wouldn't pay her money. That's why he got sick. So she a witch. She don't do no witch stuff no more. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I was just wondering because I've been researching in this school that I go to, what school I enrolled in. It's free, Daddy. Don't worry about it. I'm not about to ask you for no money, and my books is already paid for. I don't need no help. Don't worry about it. It ain't no fee. It ain't no enrollment fee or nothing. It's the free school, Daddy. What is they teach? All right, Daddy, I gotta go. What is they teaching me as to why I'm studying genetics? Everything. They teaching us to study our history. Who is the teacher? It's a lady. What? Is she teaching according to the word? Daddy, is Reverend Chicken Bone teaching according to the word, Daddy? Because y'all been knowing he been messing with the secretary for 17 years, Daddy. Don't the Bible say adultery is a sin? It's because his wife can't move around. Daddy, she be sitting on the pew on Sunday. All right, Daddy, I'm gonna go. Okay. All right, bye. That's how your conversations be going. That's how they be now, don't they? Because we all know Reverend Chicken Bone. Mm-hmm. Trying to put that chicken bone in every kind of casserole they can. So I not call them Reverend Chicken Bone. Meat just slide off. Ain't that it? You don't know how you got over there. It just fell in. That's all I know. I was praying for her, and the spirit hit us, and Lord, we was entangled in an entanglement. Stop it, circle. I just be wondering. Maybe that's how we go. Maybe it ain't. Good morning, everybody. A little Friday humor. All right. You love the laughter first thing in the morning. Good job. I be trying to bring some, because you know Christians be stuffy and stuff. They always get the altitude. That's why we outside. We can laugh as loud as we want to. Ha, ha, ha. No, I'm joking. For real, though. All the Christians I be seeing, I was watching this lady yesterday on TikTok, and instantly I was like, thank you, God, for delivering me from the four walls. Because, honey, that woman got on there, and she was like, you just mad because you a fornicator and adulterous. And why is you mad? And I said, ooh, y'all just telling me I don't got no love because y'all sinners. I said, ma'am, ma'am, Judgment Day ain't came here yet. Ain't nobody saved yet. You will not be saved until God has closed your book and told you whether you're going to the left or to the right. Not one of us here was born not a sinner. Because y'all just want to do what y'all. Oh, hold on now. Was you married when you got pregnant with your kids? Or was you pregnant before you got married? Because it'd be a lot of stuff that people point fingers at. And I don't know the lady, but if that is what Christ looked like, I don't want it. Now, do I talk crazy to y'all? Hell yeah. We in the wilderness. Gotta talk crazy. Get your over here. When you came in a wild buck, you gotta be stern. When you're teaching an old dog do tricks, you can't let them go back to the old way. You gotta keep them right. And I'm in the zoo sometimes out here, so I got to keep my whip. I am in the wilds of the jungle. Ah! Ah! It's times around here, you hear me? And we gotta let the enemy know who's boss around here. You hear me? Get back! Get back! I'm telling you, move on back now. I said move on back. Move on back. Y'all hear that? I'm out here in the wild. I got to keep them. Shoot. I don't know what kind of fight y'all fight, but I got tools. You hear me? Hammers and stuff. Excuse me. Yep, I got the. I love y'all too. I don't got time to be looking over there and telling you a sinner, because I got to keep this mind to mind clean. I'm trying to help you help me. Look, do you know anything to keep this bad boy clean? Because if it get too far gone, I don't know. I don't got no time. Now the stuff I do be telling y'all is about parenting and stuff, and I'm the old auntie. I get this. Get these babies' face clean. The Bible says it's the older women's job to teach the young women. So if there's skills you don't got, I get to be her. So when I tell you about my letting these kids go to school stinky and making sure they got their teeth brushed and stuff like that, that's my job. Because I done made it through that process. My kids is grown. So then the older women are supposed to be teaching the younger women and the new wives and the women that's going to become wives how to be wives and how to be mothers and how to be upstanding women. But that's not what's going on right now. They teaching them how to stand up in 7-inch heels. And before they can even walk good, they know how to work a pole. I done seen it with my own eyes in a pamper. And you know how to flip upside down on a pole and slide down. Say your ABCs, team. Zabble, 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 zabble. But you know everything else. Okay? No. Not when I know it's 2-year-olds that used to be on Oprah that knew every state bird, all the state flowers, every country flag. What in the world is wrong with you? Do your baby even know 10 streets over all the names of the streets just in case they get lost? No, but they can get on TikTok and pop and lock and drop it. They know anybody's phone number in case they get separated from you. What's your name? Mommy. What's mommy name? Mommy. What's daddy name? Daddy. What's your address? This house. What's grandma's name? Grandma. Huh. Let's take that and I'm a stranger trying to get your kid home. What's your name? I don't know. What's your mommy's name? Mommy! What's your daddy's name? Daddy! What street do you live on? At my house? Do you know your grandma's name? Granny? Do you see how those questions are cute on one side, but absolutely terrifying to the person that might get your baby? I can't even go on Facebook and look your name up because they don't know your name or their name. And I have run into these situations. Baby don't know how old they are, when their birthday is. At least I can take you to the hospital and say, this baby's name is this. They said their birthday is this. Can you look up their birth record so we can find their parent or take them to the police or something? I can't do nothing with I don't know and mommy and daddy in my house. It could be your fault that your baby don't make it home. Because they lost in the sauce, get put in the system, because they done wandered off. They don't know their name. They don't know your name. They don't know no address or nothing. But they cute though. And I'm going to keep on harping on that because a lot of our babies wouldn't be missing if y'all focused on the right stuff. They know every rap song, every nasty song, all the cuss words, know how to get on the phone and cuss somebody out, but can't tell me where they live, don't know their name, their age, their birthday, or nothing. Take them to the zoo if you want to without a strap on. And they don't listen. And I'm not trying to talk about nobody, but I'm telling you, I was 17 years old when I had my son. 18 years old when I started. I didn't have a car at the time. So my mom and I lived on 51st. She lived on about 55th. Okay, or something like that. I don't know. But it was a good little walk. I would put my son in his stroller. He was under 2 or right at 2. And I would say, take me to grandma's house. Which way do we go? That way. It was a turn and then a quick turn. And then we had to cross over a busy street. So I said, okay, where we go now? And he'll look. And he'll look. And he'll look. And he'll look. And he'll say, there. He knew that it was like we had to cross the street and go right over to the other road. So we crossed the street, go over. I said, okay, where we going? This way, this way, this way. Which way? This way. If anything ever happened to me, as long as he could get across that busy street, my baby knew how to get to his grandma's house under the age of 2. Under the age of 2. You can teach your kids whatever you want to teach them, even if you don't know it yourself, because there's somebody online that's teaching it. What you invest in your children the first 5 years of their life from 0 to 5 molds them. They learn more from 0 to 5 than they do in their entire lifespan. They go from an invalid to able to dang near take care of themselves at 5. If you don't put manners in them when they're young, if you don't teach them kindness, teach them how to share, teach them they can't just walk up to nobody and take something, even if it is theirs, guess what you're doing? You're doing your baby a disservice, I'm telling you. Because the world is not going to treat your children the way that you do. So if they let you disrespect them, you let them disrespect you. And then they go out into the world, all of those ain't about to let your baby, honey, listen. You're not about to hit me. I will snatch your kid up so quick. I'm telling you right now, have both of their arms folded. Who is you putting your hands on? You're hurting me, and you thought you was about to hurt me. How do this feel? Kick me if you want to. I'll drag that. Hey, listen here. I don't play with kids. You not about to black my eye. You not. I'm telling you right now. I had your baby folded up so quick. I'm telling you, bear hug, baby. My legs is little, but they heavy. I have they. Listen. Let me go. Headbutt me if you want to. No. Thank God for my mama. She didn't play. And I'm grateful for that because you cannot allow your children to beat on you. When they pop you the first time, you better put the fear of God in their tail. Because my mama said if you don't whoop them, they'll be whooping you. And baby, all my friends, they did not whoop their kids. I don't care what nobody say. Boy, their kids will holler off and slap their head. Oh, let me go. Yeah, come on. Where my keys? Because baby, I'm going to be in jail. I ain't. You get to call your mama a female dog. Don't ever think it's okay for me. You're acting like I slapped the whole taste out your mouth and be waiting on your parents. You can talk to them like that. You're not talking to me like that. No. Mm-mm. I hate you. Good. Get on out. You ain't gotta live here. I do not have to get up and make you nothing to eat. You don't go. I don't want you to stay nowhere where you don't want to be because you're going to make my life hard. This is how I used to talk to my kids. And I wasn't throwing you out, but if you don't want to be here, honey, there's plenty of places. Would you like me to call CPS so they can put you in a foster home? Is that where you want to go? Because there's options. You can go to juvenile, where there's going to be several people watching you, and you can't do what you. I mean, what you want to do? We got options. But doing what you want to won't be it. If you don't want to be controlled, then you got to go to a place where I know you're going to be controlled. And they're not going to be as lenient as I am. Oh, honey, queen of color, baby, listen, you don't have to live here. But let me get online and show you what kids that have to go to foster homes and stuff have to deal with before you say you hate it here. See, y'all different from me. I didn't sugarcoat for my kids. You hate it here, you want to run away? Okay, so let me show you a person that ran away at this age. They have videos. Okay, here we go. They went to a foster home. You want to know what happened in foster homes? They get locked in cages like dogs. They get starved. They are SA daily by whoever and whenever. Nobody believes them. I have not seen a lot of foster homes and heard about a lot of foster homes that didn't abuse the children because it was all about the money. So if you want to go, I got you. But let's look and see. My son did. He yelled at me or something when he was like 11 years old. I packed that boy up, put him in a van, and drove him to the juvenile. I said, do you want to go in here? He said, what is this? I said, the kid jail. He said, what? I said, ain't no video games. Ain't no candy. Ain't none of that. You don't got to do but you'll be here. You had good ones. Not a lot of people did. I think 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 families. Oh, you ain't got to tell me. If you are a person, me and my cousin just talked about this yesterday. They want access to kids, stuff like that is the perfect way to get it. They already troubled, so ain't nobody gonna believe them. Just like the inner city kid programs and just drop your kid off. We'll watch them. Hell no, I'll be here all 30 minutes with them. Mm-mm. Honey, the one foster lady I had, she was so crazy. I said, this lady, though, I will beat her up. Lord forgive me. And I said, let me leave this lady's house. And I left her house and went right on home. I was like 10 minutes walking from my house, lady. You're locking me in here telling me what I can't eat. This ain't my life. I'm about to go. And did. Walk right on out of her house and walk right on home. Lord Jesus. I was bad. I wasn't bad, but I just didn't. You ain't about to tell me what to do. Not like that. Especially not if I know you being you not right. I didn't mind listening to people that wasn't, but it's a lot of adults that take advantage of their authority, and they don't care about taking advantage of authority. If they feel like they don't have no control in their life, they gon' whoever they feel like they do have authority over, they always gonna be extra. They always gonna be extra. Girl, I used to leave stuff everywhere. I done started over so many times. It's ridiculous. I don't. Now this time, a lot of stuff I have, I'm like, God, please. I know you can do better every time, but I really like this set of stuff. Now hold on. I'm get rid of it, Dad. I really like this set of stuff. But see, I ain't never been like with you attached. So if you tell me I can't take it, I'm leaving. How many of you could do that? If God told you to leave everything you own, except for what you could carry in a bag, would you do it? Mm-hmm. I do like it here. But this is not just because of TikTok. It's, because of the stuff that, like, I had a lot of this stuff before I came here. But the stuff I have now, I value it differently. Bag already packed. Okay, good job. If you knew it was 100% for sure. But God don't tell you if it's for sure or not. That's what faith is. You have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. That's the wild ride of it all. Because if you already know what's going to happen, then it's not supernatural. God has made me leave a stay with $40 and my kids. Sometimes I left with less than that. One time I got to a city, I had $7 in my pocket and left everything. I don't even think about it. You said Jesus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you don't think that God would ask you to do, the people say, "Oh, I don't think that God would ask you to do that." Well, then you didn't see when Jesus said, "Follow me," and the people said, "I need to go back and take care of my house. I need to go back and take care of this. I need to go back and kiss my wife." He said, "Don't worry about it. You ain't even fit to see the kingdom." Y'all remember that? No, no, nobody don't remember. He said, "No, you can't go back and get nothing. Just come with me right now." So think about everything you got at your house: your money, your cars, like your kids, everything, your husband. If you met Jesus in person, he said, "Come with me." Your car, your brand new car you paying payments on, your house that you just got, all your new clothes, your new cabinets and stuff. What if he didn't let you go back to get your kids? What if you got a newborn baby and God said, "Somebody will take care of them. I need you to go with me." You just gave birth a week ago and you heard Jesus' word and he said, uh-uh. Okay. But these are questions and these are things that are not taught in church. God ain't going to make you do that. Where? Because from what I read, that's not what it said. Where do y'all be getting these Bible scriptures? Clearly not from the same Bible I be reading. I was just about to say that, Miss Judy. We're about to be tested real soon with that very thing. You took the words out of my mouth, Pumpkin, because it's a true statement. That's a real thing. Holocaust? Ring a bell to anybody? Separate the women, the men, and the children. Well, you got to get the heart in there because you might have to leave them in an underground bunker and go to save your kids. You don't know what you about to have to do. They closing the banks. They're making it to where you can't just walk in the grocery store by the end of this year. Amazon is closing what they call the book depository, which is where all their books and stuff, I guess, come from. A lot of their books, they're closing it. My mama said at the end times they was gonna get rid of the books, and now people don't really read real books. They read digitally, but if they turn off the electricity, what you gonna read? seen it on the news today. It's a UK-based company, but they're getting rid of it. It's called the Book Suppository, and they unalive the Cash App guy. All the banks are closing physical locations because it's not going to be any physical cash. I told y'all during COVID, they got rid of most of the change. And then right after that, they started taking, we're not taking cash. First it was coins because that was making people sick. Then it was the dollars. And now they saying, yeah, we're just going to get rid of money altogether. I'm going to look into it. Stabbed 2 up 2 days ago. Huh? What day? Oh, the Cash App guy got it. Yeah. Right. So, France is not having what? France was just lined up. Milan is how we mainly knew it was a meat shortage. It was a meat shortage in Milan before it was a meat shortage anywhere. And then the biggest produce company in the world that was in France burned down last year. So France ain't having what? People was lined up with suitcases for canned meat, and they said meat is meat last year in France. And then right after that, they burned down the world's largest thing. They protested. It don't matter what they protest. They started their first. Okay. Well, they can stand up all they want to. Ain't no uprising about to stop nothing that's going on right now. I don't know how people don't see that. Moving on. We get ready to get on in our lesson. Get your book too. And you're going to need to go to page 864. Did you hear me? I don't know what page it is in the PDF. But if you could go there for me, it'd be great. Page 864. 864. And we're going to skip around, so don't get too caught up and going right to the next page, okay? All right? I'm going to need you to just stay with me because we're going to do a little bit of searching today. Going to go get Grandma's. We're going to go look for Grandma's glasses, okay? We're going to go on a scavenger hunt. Excuse me. Whoa. That's what it is. I need to turn on my little water thing. Let me get mine. Yes. Get them. Come on. Don't do that. Y'all ready? We're going to move on and we're going to go over here and look at. No, the book title is not book 2. We're in book 2 and you have to go to page 864. Yes. Do y'all got a pen and paper or your digital fingers ready to get moving on some calculators and things? Because we're going to be looking up a lot of stuff. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Are y'all ready to move? Okay. So it says, and concerning Moses, with the same author, Alexander Polyhistor, further adds many things. Of these, it is worthwhile to hear the following. As Eupolemus says that Moses was the first wise man, that he was the first, that he first taught the alphabet to the Jews, and the Phoenicians received it from the Jews, and the Greeks received it from the Phoenicians, and that Moses wrote laws for the Jews. I'm going to read that again. It says, and Eupolemus says that Moses was the first wise man, that he first taught the alphabet to the Jews, and the Phoenicians received it from the Jews, and the Greeks received it from the Phoenicians, and that Moses wrote the laws for the Jews. Hmm. Okay. So it says, and Eupolemus says in a certain on the prophecy of Elijah that Moses prophesied for 40 years. Then Joshua the son of Nun prophesied for 30 years, and he lived 110 years and pitched the sacred temple tabernacle in Shiloh. After this, Samuel was a prophet. Then, by the will of God, Saul was chosen by Samuel to be king and died after ruling 21 years. Then David, now they messed this up here. I don't know why they called David his son, but then David his son assumed power. He subdued the Syrians dwelling by the river Euphrates and in the region of Commagene, and the Assyrians in Galadine, and the Phoenicians. He also fought against the Idumeans, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Etrurians, the Nabateans, and the Nabadeans. What are we getting ready to do? Who knows me well enough to know what we're getting ready to do? Anybody? Aha! Blue Island girl. Yes. No. Research. That's exactly what we're going to do. You already know spiritual thugger. Look up these people. Come on, Dave. Yep. Google Queen. Y'all already know Big Money. Come on. Y'all already know. So get to it. Thank you. Because I got to go to the bathroom. So all of those people that David fought against, I need y'all to tell me where they lived, where they was from, and go look at the pictures. Y'all got it? I got to go pee. That's the assignment while I'm in the bathroom. Okay? Okay? Write them down if you can. Okay? Mm-hmm. We on page 866 now. Page 866 at the top. Go look at the people. And yeah, okay. So listen to this, y'all. And two, y'all know all y'all gotta do is scroll back up and somebody didn't put it in there. Okay? All y'all gotta do is use y'all fingers just a little bit and scroll up or down, and y'all already know it's gonna be in there. Yep, look up the names. Good morning. 866, that first little column there, look up all the people, all the races of people that David fought. Where they lived, what gods they worshipped, what the city is called now, who they are now. So that means you're in book 1 and not in book 2. Unless you, I don't know. I'll be back. Crazy. We got 1 week from today and we'll be in Tennessee. Oh my goodness. Why do Jewish people only talk about the Holocaust and not the Great Deliverance out of Egypt? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I just referred that to that because that's how we about to live. And it's the most recent in our atrocity as far as humankind that we can think of right now in our age. Classy lady, me too. It's going to be exciting. It's a beautiful place too. I haven't looked. I just looked at like 4 pictures. It wasn't much. But I was like, it's even more beautiful than I thought. It's even more beautiful than I thought. It's so great. Thank you, Ro, if you in here. Because Ro's the one that found that for us. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? So did y'all find some stuff? What we doing? Y'all done found some names? Hey. Yes, it is. I don't know. You think it's cute what I do? How about amazing? Astronomical. Thanks. Girl, get online. I need y'all to go to Google. I said digital fingers today. Digital. Okay, y'all, listen. Y'all can go study about the genocide. I said that because this is the system that they're getting ready to use with us. I told y'all to go and study the Holocaust because exactly how Hitler moved is exactly what they're doing right now. They're using the exact same system. You can go look up whatever genocide you want to. I'm just telling y'all the system they're using to route us in right now. That's the specific reason why I use that. It ain't Jews or whatever. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about none of that. What I care about is if you've studied how Hitler moved and the things that he did, and if you're paying attention to that's happening right now. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not saying they didn't do genocide everywhere because God be allowing stuff to happen. What I'm saying is pay attention to what they're doing right now with the star and not being able to go. I told y'all they get ready to start putting borders where you can't leave outside your border. I put that video up in 17, then again in 19 on a different social media. And now what's happening, I told them, I said, y'all, they about to stop us from being able to even leave outside of a certain area. Because that's what Hitler did. You had to have that star and you couldn't go to certain provinces. So it ain't that I'm trying to be whatever, but that ain't what I be talking about. It's like me talking about a banana and you talking about an orange. Not the same thing. I'm telling you, pay attention to what they doing now. It is not always a what about and what about and what about. And yes, y'all, sometimes you need to pay attention to the stuff at hand. Ain't nobody trying to leave nobody out. We talk about everything. Everybody, every race of people. So y'all already know that ain't it. Phoenician, the kingdom of the Mediterranean in the region of modern Syria, Lebanon, and Israel. Thank you. What else y'all got? Who are the Nabateans and the Nabadeans? Huh? Who are the Nabadeans and the Nabateans? The Ammonites and the Moabites. Who are they? Where did they live? We're not talking about that, young lady. We are studying right now. Can y'all please stop asking me about current events? We are in class. Okay? Idumeans are the Edomites. Ammonites are east of Jordan River. Okay. So who are they now? It's okay. Who are those people now? The Idumeans. Idumeans was the founder of the Herodian dynasty and the father of Herod the Great. Ew! So what color was Herod? I want to know who God is, not this other stuff. Will leave the class. You shouldn't be here. You typed that and you could have swiped. Swipe up to the next wherever and however you gotta find him, honey. Because this is God's word we study. What do you mean? Move on. Idumeans disappeared at the Arab people, the copper folks. Nabateans are the ancient Arabs in Palestine that became a Roman province. Because the sons of the people that moved over there came back and was mad at their granddaddies and great granddaddies and stuff and started taking over them and disrespecting them and stuff. Is that what y'all telling me? As to why when they went over there, they named the cities and provinces in the other lands the same. Nabat means Arab. Really? A good job, Deja. Yeah. I like that. Nabat means Arab. Really? Huh. See, it said that they disappeared, but we don't believe they did. We just got to know where they went. Now, who remembers me saying that when the Romans came back, they started intermarrying and killing off the originals? Everywhere that the Romans showed up and the Greeks showed up, they would intermarry and then kill off the other folks. The Nabateans have a similar language to the Moabites. I bet they were family members, probably two brothers. Are you guys starting to see that these are just branches of trees? Literally. They have a similar language. Okay. Now, did anybody look up to see if these people were races of giants? Ammonites, any member of an ancient Semitic people whose principal city was Rabbah, Ammon, in Palestine. Oh, Palestine. Really? Where the giants used to be? Did y'all look up? Did they say they was giants, the races? Amorites, certain highland mountaineers who inhabited the land of Canaan. The descendants of Ham. No, I've never been to the military. Okay, good. Let's keep reading. All right. So he further waged war against Sauron, the king of Tyre, and Phoenicia. Now I feel like I've seen this name Sauron in The Hobbit. one of the those trilogies. I feel like Sauron was the name of one of the wizards or somebody. Am I off? Was his name Sauron or something like that? Yes. In the Lord of the Rings. Oh. Aha, we found the answer. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Y'all, my face thing got fat, so I need to go get my pupils measured out again. Because if I squeeze my glasses, it's perfect, but this whole wag another. Oh, I said I wasn't going to have this light on, too. That's what it is. All right, let's go. Y'all about to go back and watch Lord of the Rings, ain't you? Who about to go back and be like, I need to go? I ain't watched it in a minute. I'm probably going to. Yeah, that'll probably be my movies for the weekend. Just go and make me some chicken and stuff. I ain't got to cook. I just sit and binge and watch it. Y'all funny. The War for the Seven Kingdoms and the 10 Ghost Kings, or the 7 Ghost Kings. Wasn't it 7 Ghost Kings? Was it? It was 9? Watched it last month for the first time. You done watched it so many times. Well, good. I like it, Tammy. Me too. As a matter of fact, one of my children was made to eat. No, never mind. It's going to be, I don't know. I didn't know that, but there you go. Okay, let's keep it moving. No, 866. Book 2. Book 2. Okay. So he fought against Sauron, the king of Tyre and Phoenicia, and he compelled them to pay tribute to the Jews. With Vafres, the king of Egypt, he made a treaty of friendship. Since David, wait a minute, hold on, let me go back because there was something. Okay, sorry. Since David wanted to build a temple for God, he asked God to show him a place for the altar. Then an angel appeared to him standing above the place where the altar is set up in Jerusalem, and ordered him not to set up the temple because he was defiled with human blood and had waged war for many years. His name was Dianathan, the angel. He gave him a command that he should entrust the building to his son, but that he should get ready the material suitable for the construction: gold, silver, bronze, stone, cypress, and cedar trees. After hearing this, David built ships in Alana, a city in Arabia. Alana, in a city in Arabia, and sent miners to the island of Urfi. Urfi. Like Murphy. Murphy without the M. Urfi. Can y'all go tell me where Urfi used to be? Urphe. That's how I know Ireland used to be Ireland. And Iraq, we know, is Iraq right now. Irurer. Hello. Y'all got it? It lies in the Red Sea, so it's an island in the middle of the Red Sea. Do we know what it's called today? What's it called today? Urfi is in France? Really? Ah, you have it in India? So there's two places named Urfi. All right. Well, he's sending me to the France or India. We know that. To make ships. Okay? From Lebanon or Iraq. So that's when you go get your map and you look up how they got there. What was the way they went there? Okay? Remember that they had ruled over the whole world at this time. A lot of times, if you read the Bible, it says like Nimrod. He ruled the whole world at that time. It's not a coincidence that everything is Erland, Urfi, Urko, Urka, right? Arak, right? Because he owned it. So he was going. George Foreman. Ain't all his sons named George? Who's the guy that named all his kids after him? George 1, George 2, George 3, George 4, or whatever. Is it George Foreman? All his kids, boys, is named George. Now they call it Island of Europe. Okay. Yes. Okay. So it's like that. Basically. He did the same thing George Foreman did. Everything was after that. Erland, Urko, everything. Or probably named after his kids. Okay. All right. Okay. Which lies in the Red Sea and has gold. Oh, it has gold mines. Did y'all see that? It has gold mines. Now, of course, I've already read this, but we getting there. Gold mines. Probably was in India. Because India got that bread. They got gold, everything. They cows be wearing gold. Can I ask y'all a question? Who remembers in Adam and Eve where God sent the angel to go get the gold rods from? The solid gold rods, where'd they come from in the book of Adam and Eve? That lit up the cavern that they had to be in. Y'all remember? Was it the Garden of Eden that where he got them from? Or was it India? It was India. The herbs and stuff came out of the garden. The gold came from India. The gold came from India. So here we go. God sent the angel to go get the gold rods from India. And then Solomon, the same gold that they needed, Solomon, who had all the wisdom of God, knew to send workers to India to go in the gold mines. Y'all getting it? Yeah. God gave Solomon all his wisdom. When Solomon was getting ready to build God's temple, he knew exactly where to go get everything he needed. He knew exactly where the gold mines were. He knew exactly where the best trees were. He knew exactly where the best silver was. Isn't that amazing? That when you line up with what God wants you to do, you don't got to go looking. It's already right there for you. Long as you in line with what he wants you to do, you ain't have to go looking for what you need. It's going to be provided. Very well could be the Indiana Jones gold mines. Now you're going to make me go back and watch Indiana Jones. I've been trying to find what they put it on. And I don't think it's on none of my streaming sites yet. And I ain't getting enough. Okay. So here we go. From there, the miners transported the gold to Judea. After reigning for 40 years, David handed over the rule to Solomon, his son, who was 12 years old, in the presence of Eli, the high priest, and the 12 rulers of the tribes. He also handed over to him the gold, the silver, the bronze, the stone, and cypress and cedar trees. Then he died. And Solomon reigned as king and wrote the following letter to Vaphrys, the king of Egypt. King Solomon, to Vaphrys, king of Egypt, and friend of my father, greetings. Know that through God the Most High received the kingdom from David, my father. He commanded me to build a temple for God who created heaven and earth, and at that same time to write to you to send me some of your people who will assist me with the completion of everything required and has been commanded. So it talks about the people. We're not going to read this because the guy wrote him the letter back, told him who he was going to send to him, so forth and so on. And then he wrote to King Sauron too. So let me ask you a question. Who is King Sauron in Lord of the Rings? Hmm? The one that made the ring? Was he? Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, hi, TT baby. Hi. Getting the word early, aren't you? 90 days old, huh? Fresh out the womb. Hi, TT baby. Huh? Which kid? What is he was the one that made the ring? Can I ask you a question? He was Sargon the Magnificent. Huh? He ruled the land of Mordor. Okay, Sauron. Okay. So we know that Sauron or Mordor is really Tyre and Sidon and Phoenicia. Mordor is Tyre, Sidon, and Phoenicia. Can I ask you a question? So we know that Solomon wrote a letter to Sauron. Okay? We know that Sauron had a ring that controlled demons. Did Solomon have a ring that controlled demons? I'm going to have to rewatch this. Get your chicken ready. I already knew that was coming. I said that. already know. Harry Potter too. I already know. I already know this. Harry Potter, y'all gonna be looking at Supernatural. I already know. I already know. Mm. Isn't that crazy? So now we know why they wanted to be Lord of the Rings. Now, there's hobbits, there's trolls, there's witches and wizards, there's giants, there are centaurs and rabbits that run real fast, rabbit men that live in trees that are magical, and they are connected to the spirits of the forest. You mean like this? Y'all see how much bigger he is than the city? Y'all think that's just scaled like that? Yeah. Good morning, Aisha. What about that? Why is he always in a tree? Why they always put him in a damn tree? Who saw Pan's Labyrinth? Ain't that about what that dude looked like? That came to visit the little girl? Ain't that exactly what he looked like? Even the thing on his legs. Let's look it up. I'm about to show y'all. Y'all gotta watch that movie. It's good. I need to finish setting this thing up. I ain't even finished setting this dang thing up. Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth is a 2006 movie directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Let's see if they're gonna let us see. Come on.
If you Walmart, you know that with everyday low prices, you can spend a little less to get a little more to make life a little better.
There we go. Commercial.
In a dark time, when hope was bleak,
it's always a book with a kid.
Whose only escape was in a legend that wanted her back. The legend speaks of the lost soul of a princess from another world who will one day be reborn. There will be signs that mark her return.
Wait, I gotta show y'all this part. Hold on. Look at this. Just wait a minute. Go down.
There will be secrets that reveal her destiny. There will be a journey that will make you believe.
Oh yes, that movie is good. Good. Now, have you guys seen something? This running underlying thing that books, kids, magic, and things that adults don't believe in seem to always be real. Oh yeah, that's a good movie, nephew. Mm-mm-mm. Real good. Yes, Pan's Labyrinth. And it has subtitles, so you're going to have to read because it's in Spanish, which we do a lot of bilingual things here, don't we? It's called Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth. It's really good. I'm going to watch it today if I can. It's by the same dude that does Hellboy and Blade. Vincent, or whatever his name, but whatever Del Toro, wherever his name. Oh, shoot. Oh, yes. Yes, I do think they're all here, Sequoia. All of them. Del Toro, yes. Thank you. I'm going to check it in. Yes, yes. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. You're going to have to pay attention. And it's Spanish. Okay? I bet however y'all watch a lot of bilingual movies. Don't you love it? It's good. I don't know. Seeking you shall find. Because y'all done heard it enough in church. We're not doing, listen. Y'all done heard enough Passovers. Y'all done heard all that stuff. Who ain't heard the Easter message? Don't y'all know all that already? You done heard it every year when you had your Easter clothes on. Okay, well, I'm sure everybody's teaching it. I will not be going with the crowd this week. I don't go with the crowd no days. Listen, the Legion bombshell, this is not what we talk about. Are we? We in something else. I love you. But you can do your own research on all of that. Because there's a lot of people that observe a lot of that stuff and they don't observe God's word at all. The formal folks. Listen, we in something else. Do y'all want it or not? If y'all want to hear Easter messages, it's 1,000 gazillion preachers preaching that this week. Only from Methodist, Baptist, with non-denomination, baby. I get it, but you can find it everywhere. We not on that. I'm not even gonna talk about Ishtar and her orgy field day, because a lot of the babies that they was talking about, I know y'all seen it. It was for sacrifice to the god and all of that. Okay. I'm not getting it. Tell you not to worship an idol god, and they about to get dressed up and go give all their money to her on Sunday. On this Easter Sunday. Ishtar Sunday. Isis. All of them, whatever other names is. Right. I don't know if I said it. Moving on. All right. So we know that he sent stuff and all that. And so we're gonna skip past this because I want to get to where we're going. But did y'all see that Sauron wrote him another letter on page 868? Yeah, we in book 2. Page 866, 868. Did you guys pay attention? Okay. And get this. So now that we know that Sauron is the king from The Hobbit and that whole trilogy, and he wanted one of the rings, we know for a fact that God gave Solomon a ring. Do you think that after Solomon got his ring and the other kings, because it said the kings and everybody came and they heard about the stuff that Solomon did and they wanted to be like Solomon. So do you think that the witches and warlocks from Tyre, Phoenicia, and ancient Mesopotamia went and made their own rings? Okay. Because they knew that Solomon can control the spirits because God gave him the ability to do so. All the spirits. Not just the spirits of water and air, but all of them. Yes, witchcraft. What's witchcraft? Oh, you mean they went and did witchcraft to get the same rings that Solomon had. Got it. Isn't that interesting, though, how in these movies and stuff they be telling us? So we just thought they came up with the name. Who thought they just came up with the name Sauron from Lord of the Rings or whatever these? Who is seeing now that they don't just come up with these names? They all have meaning. Every name that they pick in a movie has a meaning. Just like even in Supernatural, Sammy is Samael. He ends up being Samael. Samael, the devil. See, we just knew he met Sammy, but he got another name, Samael. What was Hellboy's name? Samael. Sam and Cat. How many other shows have the name Sam? I Am Sam. Dr. Seuss, Sabrina. The movie I Am Sam. Son of Sam, a movie. Okay. I haven't seen it. I'll have to look it up. Bewitched Samantha. Ah. Okay. Ain't that crazy though how this stuff just be right there? You don't even be far away. It'd be right there in your face. And then if you look at the character and how they script them, are they a person that's always getting blamed for stuff, but so-called they really have a good heart and their intentions were good, kind of how Lucifer spins his story to people, that his dad was just mean and it wasn't really that big of a deal what he did. Oh. Hmm. Okay. Plain view, hiding place, ain't it? Ain't that crazy? Got to look at the character. Remember, I told you I said the time of kids pay attention to character, what people do, and then we gave them names. Okay. Okay. Not Samuel, Samael. Not Samuel, Samael. Not Uel, I-L. Samuel and Samael. Two different. Okay. Moving on. I'm trying to get to the place. So on page 869, y'all can go through there. It tells you about all the gold and everything that was laid off in there. The splendor of it all. Now, I want to go to turn to page 870 real quick and go down to the bottom. Well, go to go to the bottom. And verse 14 says the entire amount of gold which was used for the two pillars in the sanctuary was 4,600,000 talents of gold. 4,600,000 600,000 talents of silver for the nails. Or I'm sorry, 600,000 talents of silver for the nails, and other ornaments 1,232 talents of bronze for the columns and the laver and the portico, 18,500 talents. Solomon also sent back both the Egyptians and the Phoenicians, each to their own country, and gave them each man 10 gold shekels. A talent is a shekel. To Vapres, the king of Egypt, he sent 10,000 measures of oil and 1,000 artabe of dates, 100 barrels of honey and spices. And for Sauron, he sent to Tyre the gold column, which is set up in Tyre in the temple of Zeus. So now we need to go and look up the gold column that was in the temple of Zeus, because Solomon is the one that sent it to Phoenicia. To put in the temple of Zeus. While he was 13. Tyre is Tut's grandmother. In the temple of Zeus, Solomon. The Bible talks about the kings of Tyre, the kings of Sidon. Y'all getting this? This is good. Okay. So now I need y'all to turn to page 881. 881, book 2. Y'all can go through here and read that. I'm going to let y'all go and do y'all math, because I want y'all to add up how much that temple costs now in our days. And you can go and see how much a shekel and all that weighs, and then how many ounces of gold is in that, times the number, times silver, the wood. You can go look up the lumber cost of what they had, and you can tell me just about how much it costs to build the temple in Jerusalem. You need to buy this, what book? This one? You can download it right now. And if you don't have the money, we send them to you. You have to email Circuitrova Books. But if you got the $54.99, you can get them on Amazon right now. They'll send them right to you. You might get there 5 to 10 a day. It's a 2-book set. Don't buy them separate. You're going to spend more. $54 for the set. If you need help getting them, circuitrova@gmail.com. We don't need no story. We just need please and thank you. I can't afford to get them myself. Hopefully you don't lie, because God will know when you will put a hole in your pocket. But what book is it? The Old Testament Stupigrapha. You can find the PDF, but we'll send them to you too. That's what we do. People send in money to buy books for people that $60 is gonna hit their pockets and they don't have it. And don't be ashamed if you don't, because that's why we got a book fund for that. People send in money every week to buy people books. But we pray that, you're not lying about not being able to afford. And I'm not saying you, I'm saying whoever sends in for books. And I tell people, if you lying, it's okay, because when I go to put your address in and stuff, it won't work. Happens all the time. Or the book don't get delivered. I be pushed it through. And then they say, we crediting your account because we're not delivering this book. I'll be like, oh, well, fine then, Dad. You said no, okay. So sometimes there's people that have received books that I didn't have to say no, or really know if you lying or not. God wouldn't even let it come up. And then I'll just move on to the next one. I said, oh, well, learn my. Where do you send money for books? We have a couple different. Tatnai Place on Cash App with TATNAIPLACE. Just go to the website, circontrova22.com, and look down there, and it shows all the places. That way you don't misspell it or nothing. You can get the PDF online. Just type in Old Testament Supigrapha PDF book 1, 2. No. Type in James Charlesworth Old PDF, and it's going to come up. James Charlesworth Old PDF, and you'll get book 1 and book 2. Yep. If you type that in Google or whatever your search engine, it'll come right up. And like I said, we do send out books, y'all. I just ask that if you can afford them, get them. But if you can't, we will buy them for you. And most times they get to you within 2 days. So you be ready for the next class. Sometimes they get there same day. It just depends on, I guess, how close you live to the Amazon place. Because some books, like if I put them in, like if I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and put them in between like 6 and 8 or 9, some of y'all get them the same day. So as soon as I see the email, if I send them out, sometimes people get them the same day. Who? Well, never mind. That ain't none of our business who got them. But some of them come the same day. Is y'all over there? Is y'all here? Everybody? Is y'all here? Anybody? Everybody? Anybody? Everybody? Anybody? I don't know if I'm freezing or what. Okay. All right. All right. I don't know. All right. Okay. So it says, Ptolemy in his work on the Jews states that the Assyrian city of Babylon was first founded by those who escaped the flood. They were giants. Oh, listen. If you sending me an email about a book, don't tell me no story. Just put your name and your address and thank you and please. Because I'm not going to email you back. And I done done it a few times, but I just ignore the emails that don't have no address. Do you understand? Put your name, address, please and thank you. I can't afford the book, but all that extra stuff, call me and I'm not doing it. Put your name and your address and make sure it's right. That's it. That's all. That's all you got to do. All that extra stuff, you don't have to put it in there. And I'm not trying to be rude, but people will write a whole book of why. And then turn around and put their address. I'm not emailing you back. I seen it, but ain't no address. So I'm skipping on to the next one. It be y'all fault if you ain't got your books yet. Because y'all want to tell me all these stories and don't put your address. And sometimes I am rude. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm rude because people say, this is my 3rd attempt. And you done wrote 18 paragraphs and still ain't put your address. It is not my problem. You don't know how to understand instructions. And I don't got to take time out of my day because you don't listen. You grown. You're not a child. And I ain't going to do it. If you don't listen to the instructions, you don't get books. Plain and simple. If you don't clock in at work, you don't get paid for the hours. It ain't no different. Nope. And don't feel bad either. I don't. I don't. $18 paragraphs, girl. I done have people send me 10 emails. I'm for real. Like, I don't care. You can keep on sending them. I'm not going to send you nothing because you didn't put your address. I'm not even going to respond to the email because you still slow. I don't care. I know. Not about to be irritated because and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm saying you act like you slow. If I say it every day, all you got to do is put your address and phone number, books show up. Well, circa, and I don't even read it. If it's a book request and it's a big, big thing, I'll look down to see if it's the address. If it ain't, I'm moving on. And I'm telling y'all the truth. It's not that I don't read the email, but I'm going to skim through because my job is to be getting you out your book so you can study. All that extra for books, you don't have to do it. I know the church, you got to explain your whole life away, show how much you owe. Even for our bill payment that we do where we help people, it ain't even no application that you got to fill out. Because I know how when you stressed out, you be putting the wrong thing, thinking they going to disqualify you and stuff. Don't nobody got time for that. Won't even make you do that. What you do have to do is show us proof that you owe that bill. We're not saying we're going to pay the whole thing because it depends on how much we got. But we try to give you something that's going to take some ease off of you to where you might only need to go somewhere else and get this much. And the only thing you have to do is send the bill, your name and okay? Go to circuitrover22.com and all the information is there. That's my website. Go down to the bottom. Any information you need about how to contact us, where to send money, where to get books, it's all on there. Circuitrover22.com. Go down to the bottom. But the only thing you have to do is, if we don't end up doing it, however it works, proof of payment, if it's an emergency type thing, and then whatever. Now, we ain't paying your bills every month. We're not going to do it. You get one assistant, just like with other people, because it's always going to be somebody else. I'm sorry. We ain't got it. And we're not getting no grants from people like companies. This is regular people that send in $1 up to whatever they can afford. Some people pay their tithes to go into helping people. And y'all don't know, we did help a lot of families this year, y'all. And I'm not even talking about the 1.6 million gallons of clean water we put out, and then God blessing us to do all the things that we've done. We have helped a lot of families, a lot of babies, a lot of old folks, a lot of people. We have, and I'm grateful that God allowed us. I told y'all our little bit was gonna add up. We done did so much in 12 months. It's ridiculous, right? Absolutely crazy. I'm grateful. I'm enamored that none of us have ever met each other. None of us have ever met each other, but y'all trust me enough to make sure. And it's people in our family that can tell you, nah, yep, it was there. It was what she said. It's there. Whether it be books, help with the rent, help with the lights, help with a car payment, help with light bill, help with a water bill. We didn't help people pay their insurance so that they could keep their car, so they could keep doing Uber or whatever it is. God has blessed us to be a blessing. Now, no, we can't cash you out $2,000 and all of that because we want to be able, we give what we can do, but it don't be a little bit, and you don't got to pay it back. We ask that you pay it forward, so maybe the next time God bless you with something, okay, you give into the same fund that blessed you. That you didn't owe nothing. Didn't nobody go say, yeah, they had to pay, we had to pay. We ain't saying nothing. There's people in here that don't even know that they ain't got help from the community because it ain't nobody business. But they stuff was paid. Or they got help. It ain't none of your business. Just know. Now, I'm not saying like, we don't got to say, oh, we gave this person, we did. We don't have to say nothing. But there's people in here that they can say, yep. And you don't got to say, yeah, right now. I'm saying, it's people in here right now that a load was taken off of their shoulders, that a chunk of what they owed was free to them. All they had to do was follow instructions. And that got them to the next month. It got them, okay, God. Whew. But it also showed that God don't have to use the people around you to bless you. He can use a complete stranger. He can use people that ain't never seen you to help you in your situation. So you don't got to go begging to the people that's always telling you no. God don't want you to be destitute. He got money everywhere. But sometimes we don't get to it, or we don't get the help we need because we only go to certain people. We only go to certain areas. I quit going to the people that had it and wouldn't give it. Well, what is I'm doing this for? This just make me more destitute. Now, what I'm about to do is God send me the people, and strangers will walk up to me and say, God told me to give you this. I don't even know you were here. And I being just probably like, God, I need $25. I don't know how to get to work this week. Jesus, I gotta pay my time. Be in the store and the person in front of me say, here. I said, oh, I don't. They said, no, take it. Line. I don't need it. Yes, you do. And then that's when I start saying, I ain't turning down nothing but my collar there, because if I pray, you sends it. And it don't gotta come from my cousin. It don't gotta come from my mama. It don't gotta. You can send it from the bum on the street to walk up to me and give me $100. Mm-hmm. Because they might not even be a bum. Homeless person, unhoused. I don't know the name. I'm not being rude because I didn't live on the street, but y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't. Hell, a dog can walk up to me on the collar. Oh, Scruffy. Y'all know I don't even like animals like that. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I'm not an animal person. You done brought me some. Look at that, Fido. Oh, good boy. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Thanks. If he can put a coin in a fish's mouth to pay their fare, he can have a dog with $100 on his neck for me. Or a turtle walking through and just don't happen to be $100 stuck under his little thing right there. I don't care where it come from. Thank you, Daddy. Mm-hmm. Y'all puts limits on where it can come from. Yeah. I don't. Good morning. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I told you that cat gave me $20. Oh, did it? Wait a minute. Dang! A cat brought you $20 for real? Girl, I probably don't even remember, but amen. I probably didn't see it. I believe it. You always tell this story. But there we go, a living proof that animals bring money. A cat. Now, you know I would have been scared, but amen. I don't fool with cats. But see, that's why I don't. You see that? I said a dog. Can't say, hey. I bet you don't put no boundaries on where some money can come from before after that, do you? Listen, I'm telling you right now, honey. Y'all put semen in the box. My Lord ain't gonna be in no box. Yeah, anything's literally possible. Yep, and they be putting him in a box. I can't do it. I refuse. I would not have seen half of the stuff I seen if I put God in a box. That's why I don't listen to church folks when they get to talking that funny. What? The Bible say the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. What that mean? What you mean don't take no money from a nigga on the corner? He's wicked. And he saw the good church lady walking by and he wanted to give her some money. I'm taking it. Thank you, son. The Lord bless you. The chick on the, she said, I know you a good church lady. Come here. I want to give you some money. Fill her up. Huh? Now, I ain't going to take no stolen goods or nothing, but you out here working hard, girl. Working hard for the money. Hard for the day. Hey, it's hard earned, too. You ever walk the streets in 7-inch heels? I know a few people that have. The whole workout all day. You're just walking back and forth and forth and back. Honey, that's working hard for the money. You ever? Oh, y'all don't know about that? Sorry, never mind. I'll be right back. Y'all know the. No. We're not supposed to talk about that. It's a part of life. It is. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't read your Bibles. Be right back. it's funny, isn't it? Not really. Ooh. Yeah, I don't get tired of my dry humor. It be the truth. At least y'all know I don't be talking crazy. It be real though. Y'all done synced it too. You done synced it. This is interactive Bible study. That's what we doing around here. You want to be baptized? That's all right. God will lead you to the right place. And the right person. It might not even be a church. You might get, who knows? God got something for you though. All you got to do is ask him where to lead you. He might tell you a name. And it'll be a name of a church on the street that you've never been to. Where you supposed to go. He'd be awesome like that. Okay. So, it says, Eupolemus in his work on the Jews states that the Assyrian city of Babylon was first founded by those who escaped the flood. They were giants, and they built the tower well known in history. When the tower was destroyed by God's power, these giants were scattered all over the earth. Where have we read that? Where did we read that? Right, but where did we read it? Book of Jasher. The Book of Jasher. It's online. Nope, the Book of Jasher online, remember? I think it's Jasher chapter 4. It's either 4 or 9, one of them. It's on Sacred Text too, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Nope, it's not 4. Oh, but go to Jasher 4 real quick, y'all. Type in Jasher chapter 4. Real quick, we're going to come back to that. Go to Jasher chapter 4, if you can, real quick. Online, preferably Sacred Text. It should look like this. I'm going to show y'all something. Sacredtext.com. Okay. We're not going to read this whole thing. And we read this before. Hey, y'all ready? I'm trying to give everybody time to get there. I'm going to have to go have my medicine in a minute. We've been on here 116 minutes. Do y'all need time to find it? I'll be right back. Jasher chapter. Yeah, I'll be right back. Jasher chapter 4. Give me a minute. Go on and do what you have to get. I need this blessing in a long time. Almost this 2 hours. Excuse me, y'all. What's the difference between the circa donation and the Tatnai? Some people want to donate to Circa Trova, and some, but it all goes to the same place. As a matter of fact, there are people that say, "Yeah, we just don't, cause she gonna give it away." But both of them go into the same. They the same. Some people just want to donate to Tatnai and Circa Trova. It's one entity. It's all going into the same account to help folks. Some people just started out because we didn't have Tatnai placed at first. We just had Circa Trova, and then when we got Tatnai, but it all goes to the same place. All of it. Okay, so it says, and all the days that Enoch lived upon earth were 365 years. And when Enoch had ascended into heaven, all the kings of earth rose and took Methuselah his son and anointed him, and they caused him to reign over them in the place of his father. All the kings of the earth. Who remembers me telling y'all Enoch was a king? Enoch was a king. Job was a king. There was a lot of people that was kings. Y'all remember? Okay. Ugh, excuse me. I need to put some water in that thing. Every time I come in here, my allergies be crazy. I know it's because y'all done send me all these old books and books from all over the country and all the allergy little pollen things. I need to start dusting these books. I got a duster too. Okay. It says, but in the latter days, and Methuselah acted uprightly in the sight of God, and his father Enoch, as his father Enoch had taught him. And he likewise, during the whole of his life, taught the sons of men wisdom, knowledge, and the fear of God. He did not turn from the good way either to the right or to the left. But in the latter days of Methuselah, the sons of men turned from the Lord. They corrupted the earth, they robbed and plundered each other, and they rebelled against God, and they transgressed, and they corrupted their ways, and would not hearken to the voice of Methuselah, but rebelled against him. And the Lord was exceedingly wroth with them, against them. And the Lord continued to destroy the seed in those days, so that there was neither sowing nor reaping in the earth. For when they sowed the ground, in order that they might obtain food for their support, behold, thorns and thistles were produced, which they did not sow. And still the sons of men did not turn from their evil ways, and their hands were still extended to do evil in the sight of God. And they provoked the Lord with their evil ways, and the Lord was very wroth, and repented that he had made man. And he thought to destroy and annihilate them, and he did so. In the days when Lamech, the son of Methuselah, was 160 years old, Seth, the son of Adam, died. So when Lamech was 160 years old, Seth, the son of Adam, died. It sure is freezing. Did y'all get that? Okay. Ain't that crazy? So while Methuselah was alive, Seth, the son of Adam, was alive too. Interesting. Which means Seth saw all the giants and the monsters being made. He saw all of the beings we be reading about. The Pan's Labyrinth and he saw the mermaids. He saw all of it. So he got to see what the sin of his dad and mom caused. He lived almost up into the flood. Okay, let's keep moving. See why these books is important? They let you see how them timelines be running, don't it? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Yep, because he saw the world go from just beautiful and pure to war and murder and giants and monsters and all of that. Yeah. Okay. So it said all the days that Seth lived were 912 years and he died. And Lamech was 180 years old when he took Ashuma or Ashmua, the daughter of Elisha, the son of Enoch, his uncle, and she conceived. And at that time, the sons of men sowed the ground and little food was produced. So we finally found out Noah's mama name. Is that Noah's mama? Yep. Ashmua. Does the Bible tell us Noah's mom's name? It doesn't? Okay. Well, her name was Ashmua. There you go. The daughter of Elisha, the son of Enoch, his uncle, and she conceived. And at that time, the sons of men sowed the ground, and little food was produced, and yet the sons of men did not turn from their evil ways, and they trespassed and rebelled against God. And the wife of Lamech conceived and bare him a son at that time at the revolution of the year. And Methuselah called his name Noah, saying, the earth was in his days at rest and free from corruption. And Lamech, his father, called his name Menachem, saying, this one shall comfort us in our works and miserable toil in the earth which God has cursed. And as the child grew up and was weaned, he went in the ways of his father Methuselah, perfect and upright before God with God. And all the sons of men departed from the ways of the Lord in those days. And they multiplied upon the face of the earth with sons and daughters. And they taught one another evil practices, and they continued sinning against the Lord. And every man made unto himself a god, and they robbed and plundered every man his neighbor, as well as his relative, and they corrupted the earth, and the earth was filled with violence. And their judges and rulers. Who's here when I said you really need to study the book Judges and Kings? Because a king would be a ruler, right? And I said most of the kings and the rulers back then were who? Who were they? The giants and the angels. The giants and the angels. The angels first, and then the giants. Yes. 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 Good job, family. All right. And look at this. So the judges and the rulers, the judges were the watchers. The rulers were their sons, the kings and queens that they made with the human women that were going to rule over God's people. Okay? It says, and their judges and rulers went to the daughters of men and took their wives by force from their husbands according to their choice. And the sons of men in those days took from the cattle of the earth, the beasts of the field, and the fowls of the air, and taught the mixture of animals of one species with the other, in order therewith to provoke the Lord. And God saw the whole earth, and it was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted its ways upon earth, all men and all animals. What does that mean? I'm talking about Judges in the Bible and the book of Kings in the Bible. The book of Judges in the Bible and the book of Kings, First Kings, Second Kings. That's the books they're talking about. There was the rulers and the judges. It's the book in Judges in KJV, right? Ain't there a book called Judges in the Bible? Yeah. Now y'all know why the book of Judges is so important. And kings. Y'all just thought judges and kings. Okay, nobody cares. Now you know why it's very important. Yeah. Okay. Y'all ready? Let's go. What does it mean when it says, for all flesh had corrupted its ways upon earth, all men and all animals? Huh? We in Jasher online. Jasher chapter 4. On sacred text. What does that mean, family? They put them together, and what else? You're welcome. It's funny that he got several trunks, like the what you call it, the moon rabbit. Oh, here goes some beasts. The headless folks. Now, who's watching the invisible city? Who's watching the invisible city? The last little show. Pay attention to that. Oh, three-headed dogs. That looks like some gene splicing to me. It's a lion, a crocodile, and a hippo together. Don't that look like gene splicing to you? Okay. Unicorns, bird people. Ah, don't do that. Bird people. That was in ancient Persia and India. Don't certain Hindu people wear them on their head like that? It's some Hindu folks that wear this same type of, and it's some bird people, and it's some dog people, and some bird, and they was the rulers, they was the gods. Oh, and then it was bird people in India and blue people, and oh, what is that? Fairies and blue people. Oh, this is the Hindu culture. And then golem, animated things that are dragons, big lizards that can fly, like their daddy was mating with a reptile. They had wings. Oh no, maybe not. More magical beings, witches that fly on brooms, more blue people. Is that a blue lady? She looks a little blue to me. Or he. Oh, El Chupacabra. He look a little blue. Like if one of these showed up in somebody's backyard in Tennessee, it's on TikTok. Y'all seen it? The man was scared as hell. When we first got on here, y'all remember this thing showed up on that man back porch? Y'all didn't see it? He was in like Tennessee or somewhere. He was on the phone with his Pam. You saw it. In 2022, this happened. A man had a camera. Something kept alerting him, and this thing was on his back porch. I think he was in Tennessee. He said, no, it's back. It came back. And it was trying to get in his house. So just think if the times that you hear somebody knocking at your door, but you don't see nobody is this. No, for real. It's on. You can look. It's on there. And it looked just like this. It was like, it didn't have these. It's on TikTok. He was on the phone with his mom. He said, no, it's back. It's back. No, he was on the phone with a pastor. I take that back. He was on the phone with a pastor, and the pastor was praying for him. He wasn't on the phone with his mama. He was on the phone with a pastor. There goes some green folks. Trolls. James. This looked like a mixed up. Oh. Nightmare Before Christmas. Job's brother, Nereus. I was wondering who was going to do it. Oh, we've seen him somewhere recently, didn't we? Something that looked like him. Who got the book Gates to Hell? Who went and bought that book and read it or read it online? You read it online, Amber? You do and had a real life experience. Did y'all go read the Gates of Hell? Ain't this what they called them little things? Ain't this what the toy was called? Add a P in front of you, spell pimp. It's pixies, dwarfs, elves, brownies, leprechauns, and goblins. A raven, trickster bird of the First Nation tribes. First Nations. We gonna get out of here. Oh, Nasnas, Jinn, Madrid, Iblis, magic of the jinn. The Quran mentions 3 kinds of jinn, but far more than that make their presence known. The Quran. The Quran. Did y'all notice that was in Quran? You are. And a lot of that's from ancient Mesopotamia. Did you guys pay attention to that? The magic of the jinn. Look it. He blew. Huh. He blew too. And that one. And then these people have half a body. So the Quran talks about monsters. Werewolves, cats, 9 tails, monkey dudes, almost human people, sirens, and bird people. Who knows that birds came out of the water in creation? That's why they can go back into the water and be okay, get their fish and come back out because they came out of the water. Who are these guys? Let's turn the light on, shall we? Y'all see what that say? In Greek mythology, Atlas was a titan, the gods that roamed around the early days before the Olympian gods took over. Atlas was famous because he was made to carry their heavenly skies. Remember I told y'all they said Atlas is Enoch? Y'all know Atlas is Enoch. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Atlas is Enoch. Oh, okay. So Jasher chapter 8 is where they build the tower, which we were just reading about. Okay, and here we go. Went into battle, Nimrod, Cush. He fought with the enemies. No, this is not it. Now, I will say something. Look at this. And he made gods of wood and stone. And he bowed down to them and rebelled against God and taught all his subjects of the people of the earth in the wicked days. And Mardon, his son, was more wicked than his father. And everyone that heard of the acts of Mardon, the son of Nimrod, would say concerning him, from the wicked goeth forth wickedness. Now hold on. What the Mordor? Mordor? Enoch is righteous, not evil. What are you talking about? All right. Jasher chapter 10. Jasher chapter 10. Jasher chapter 10. And King Nimrod reigned securely, and all the earth was under his control, and all the earth was of one tongue and words of union. And all the princes of Nimrod and his great men took counsel together, Put, Mitzrayim, Cush, and Canaan with their families. And they said to each other, Come and let us build ourselves a city and in it a strong tower, and its top reaching heaven. We will make ourselves famed, so that we may reign upon the whole world, in order that the evil of our enemies may cease from us, that we may mightily reign mightily over them. And they all went before the king, and they told the king of these words, and the king agreed with them in this affair. And all the families assembled, consisting of about 600,000 men. And they went to seek an extensive piece of ground to build the city and the tower. And they sought the whole earth And they found none like the valley at the east of the land of Shinar, about 2 days' walk. And they journeyed there, and they dwelt there. And they began to make bricks and burn fires to build the city and the tower they had imagined to complete. And the building of the tower was unto them a transgression and a sin, and they began to build it. And while they were building it against the Lord of God of heaven, they imagined in their hearts to war against him and to ascend into heaven. And all these people and all the families divided themselves into three parts. The first said, we will ascend into heaven and fight against him. The second said, we will ascend into heaven and place our own gods there and serve them. And the third part said, we will ascend to heaven and smite him with bows and arrows. And God knew all their works and their evil thoughts, and he saw the city and the tower which they were building. Going down, going down, going down. This is the Tower of Babel, Jasher chapter 10, if you want to know what was going on there. But I did that to go back to this. Excuse me, yes. So when we see here on page 880, book 2, I did that to show y'all this. It says, on the Jews states that the Assyrian city of Babylon, was first founded by those who escaped the flood. They were giants, and they built the tower well known in history. When the tower was destroyed by God's power, these giants were scattered over the whole earth. That's 881 in page in 880. 880. Okay? Now, Jasher. And God said to the 70 angels who stood foremost before them, to those who were near to him, saying, come and let us descend and confuse their tongues, that one man shall not understand the language of his neighbor. And they did so unto them. And from that day following, they forgot each man his neighbor's tongue, and they could not understand to speak in one tongue. And when the builder took from the hands of his neighbor lime or stone, which he did not order, the builder would cast it away and throw it upon his neighbor, that he would die. And they did this so many days, and they killed many of them in this manner. And the Lord smote the three divisions that were there, and he punished them according to their works and designs. Those who said, we will ascend into heaven and serve our gods, became like apes and elephants. I can't find it, but we'll do this. What's that? And if you look at where Shinar is, it's India area, like in between, like where they was at, Shinar. Bigfoots and elephant men. Oh. Hmm. We got Planet of the Apes, don't we? And they were smarter than average humans and stronger. Oh. Okay. Okay. Joshua chapter 10. Okay, so those that said they would ascend and serve their own gods became like apes and elephants. This is Jasher, the book that's mentioned in Joshua chapter 10. Right. Well, King James only gives you a little bit, so there you go. Bible said there was giants on the earth before the flood and after the flood, right in Genesis. Right? Genesis what, 6 and 12? 6 and something. Okay. The flood. The flood. When men began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, my spirit will not contend with man forever. His mortal days will be 120. And the Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterward, when the sons of God went into the daughters of men and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, the men of renown. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on earth had become after the giants were created, and that every inclination of their thoughts of his heart was evil at that time. The Lord was grieved that he had made man. We just read that in Jasher. And his heart was filled with pain. So the Lord said, I will wipe out mankind, whom I have created from the face of the earth, men and animals and creatures that move along the ground and birds of the air. Well, ain't animals creatures? Why right there does he distinguish between animals and creatures that move along the ground and birds of the air? Never said nothing about fish. Okay, let's go over here to the Dead Sea Scrolls, where the book of the giants is. And right here, it says that there was monsters on the earth at that time. This is the book of the giants in the Dead Sea Scrolls that was found in Qumran. Book of the giants in the Dead Sea Scrolls. There it is. Book of the giants. Here you go. Okay. 200 angels choose animals, including presumably humans, on which to perform unnatural acts. 200 donkeys, 200 asses, 200 rams of the flock, 200 goats, 200 birds, 200 beasts of the field, and from every animal, 200 beasts of the field from every animal, and thousands of birds. The outcome of the demonic corruption was violence, perversion, and a brood of monstrous beings. Genesis 6 and 4, and the book of the Watchers from Enoch 1. It says, they defiled and they begot giants and monsters, and they begot, and behold, all the earth was corrupted with all its blood, and by the hand of the giants, which did not suffer for them, blah, 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 and they were seeking to devour many, and the monsters destroyed it. This is literally the book of the giants, and it's referenced in Genesis 6 and Enoch. And it says it was monsters. And then when they start having bad dreams, it says that the giant goes to the others and they discuss it. Then it says he goes to Enoch, and then he goes to the monsters. It says more dreams afflict the giants. The details of this vision are obscure, but it bodes ill for the giants. The dreamers speak first to the monsters, then to the giants. The creatures that was creeping on the earth, the monsters. It was animals, and then it was creatures. Y'all already know. Gotta pay attention to them little bit. Animals is the animal kingdom. What is a creature? Because all the fish and birds and everything, that's a part of the animal kingdom, right? So what's a creature? Because even the snails and the slugs is all a part of the animal kingdom, right? On Animal Planet, don't they show us the whales, the birds, the cats, the lions, that's all the animal kingdom, right? Or no? The aquatic animal kingdom, the bird kingdom, the cat kingdom, the dog, the canine, that's all Animal Planet, animal kingdom. So what is a creature? It's right there in your Bible. What is a creature? If the animals and the birds are signified, what is a creature? No, because the reptiles are a part of the animal kingdom. Insects are a part of the animal kingdom. They show us ants on Animal Planet. And the salamanders and all of that. Okay. Who got your Bible? Go on to Genesis 6 in your version and see what it say. Everybody, if you got a Bible or you can get online, go see what your Genesis 6, the NLT, NRV, NRVSUE, whatever you read it. Go look and see. What do it say? In your Bible that you got, what do it say? A fictional or imaginary being, typically a frightening one, is the online definition for a creature. Yours says living creatures. Not living animals, not living birds, creatures. What does yours say? Ain't it crazy how it'd be right there, something you done read 1,000 times? This is the first book of the Bible. Everybody done read Genesis 6 because it's about the flood. Yours says every creeping thing. When you get scared, don't you say, ooh, that's creepy. Creepy, like monsters creep around in the shadows, creeping around. Yours says creeping thing. Got me thinking, that's the whole reason you're here. That is the whole reason you're here. Like a lot of people don't pay attention to right here in Genesis when it says, when men begin to increase on earth and their daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men, who are the sons of God? Because it says when men began to multiply on earth and they had daughters, the sons of God saw the daughters of men. So men and the sons of God are not the same race. Sons of God and sons of men, two different races of people, the angels. Because men was already multiplying. It says that when men begin to multiply. So the regular men was already sleeping with the regular women. But the sons of God came and said, that's me, homie, my boy. That's got to be me. Did you see her? She had a little gold stuff on and was shooting into the little beat they had going on with the little. She was doing her Egyptian. I about to get some of that. Did you see her rolling the hips and stuff in her little sheer thing she had on? I ain't seen nobody shaking out like that in heaven, bro. I mean, they be up there praising, but them little earth girls got something a little different about them. little sin mixed in with them. Ain't no holy praising over there. Ain't she twerking good. How you trick an angel to come sleep with you? Because these were not fallen angels. They would not have been classified as sons of God if they were already fallen. And we know that because when they're listed in Enoch, they still have their their L on their name. These were the judges. If they were fallen, they wouldn't have been called sons of God. They hadn't fallen yet because they were the judges. Before kings, there were judges. God used these specific angels, the watchers, to handle matters between the humans. That's why in the movies, you always see the people going up to the wise person. There's some type of being that glows or whatever, but it can shapeshift. And that's when they get their wisdom and the issues for the problems. In every race of people, they have this. The angels were on the mounts, the top of the mountains. And a lot of times they had to travel to them, a journey, to get wisdom. But those angels got tired of watching men multiply and they wanted their own seed. And so they formed a pack and said, you know, Dad gonna be mad at us. And they said, yep, we about to curse ourselves, but we made this pact. And that's in Enoch 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First book. A lot of the judges were the angels before they fell. It say in Enoch and in Jasher, they're judges and rulers. Went into the women. Their judges and rulers went into the women and created giants. That's what it said. Marvel Comics calls him in the Eternals. You're right. Okay, so it also tells us it was giants on the earth before the flood and after the flood. So then when I go here, and I know that, you know, the giants, it was 600,000 giants that were building the Tower of Babel. And it says that they the ones that escaped the flood. And the Bible said it was giants on the earth before and after. That's in Genesis. Now, so that I can bust y'all head all the way and then get off and go eat. Are you ready? Y'all ready to keep going? This is why I say don't be worried about the page because we was going to be all over the place. Okay. All right. Okay. So now that we know, it says, Eupolemus in his work on the Jews states that the Assyrian city of Babylon was founded by those who escaped the flood. They were giants. And they built the tower, well known in history. When the tower was destroyed by God's power, these giants were scattered all over the earth. The whole earth. Eupolemus holds that Abraham was born in the 10th generation in Babylon in the city of Camarina, although others state that the city was unnamed Uri, which means city of the Chaldeans, and that Abraham was born in the 13th generation. Abraham excelled in all the nobility and wisdom. He sought and obtained the knowledge of astrology and the Chaldean craft. and pleased God because he so eagerly sought to be reverent. And at God's command, he traveled to Phoenicia and dwelt there. He pleased the Phoenician king by teaching the Phoenicians the cycles of the sun and the moon and everything else as well. Later, the Arameans, campaigned against the Phoenicians victorious, and the Arameans took captive the nephew of Abraham. Abraham and his servants came to the rescue. They regained control over those who had been taken captive, and they took as captives the children and the women of the enemy. Ambassadors were sent to Abraham to buy back the prisoners, but chose not to make a profit. He chose not to make a profit out of the misery of others, and he took what was required to feed his servants and returned those whom he had captured. Abraham was treated as a guest by the city in the temple of Argazin, which means mountain of the Most High. He received gifts from Melchizedek, its ruler and priest of God. When famine came on the land, Abraham moved to Egypt with his whole household and dwelt there. The king of the Egyptians married Abraham's wife, since Abraham had said that she was his sister. Furthermore, Eupolemus relates that the king was not able to have intercourse with Abraham's wife, and that his people and household were wasting away. When he summoned his diviners, they said, "Let the woman not be parted from her husband." In this way, the king of the Egyptians realized that she was the wife of Abraham, and he returned her to her husband. Abraham lived in Heliopolis with the Egyptian priests and taught them much. He explained astrology and other sciences to them, saying that the Babylonians and he himself had obtained this knowledge. However, he attributed the discovery of them to Enoch. I'm going to read that again. Abraham lived in Heliopolis with the Egyptian priests and taught them much. He explained astrology and other sciences to them, saying that the Babylonians and he himself obtained this knowledge. However, he attributed to the discovery of them to Enoch. We know that Enoch is the one that taught astrology. Moving on. Enoch first discovered astrology, not the Egyptians. From the Babylonians hold that Belos, who is the son of Kronos, lived first. Kronos begot sons named Belos and Canaan. This Canaan fathered the ancestor of the Phoenicians, whose name was Chus, or Cush, called by the Greeks as Bolus. Chus was the ancestor of the Ethiopians and the brother of Mitzrayim, the ancestor of the Egyptians. The Greeks say that Atlas discovered astrology. However, Atlas is the same as Enoch. Y'all love me? Kronos is real. All of Greek and Roman mythology is built off of the Assyrian and Babylonian kings. And it's telling you right here. No, Enoch was not a fallen angel. If you have this book, go to page 875. And I'm gonna show you. If you got this big green book here, this big green book shows you right here that that's a true statement. I don't know nothing. Look here. See right there? It says instead, right there where Chaldean Babylon is. You see it? Right there. It says instead of the Chaldeic, the Greek names of the kings of Babylon and Assyria are herein given, as they are most commonly found and used. So anytime that you see Jupiter, Neptune, Vulcan, all those names, They are all really the names of the Assyrian and Babylonian kings, just in the Greek language. So all Greek and Roman mythology is based on the Chaldeans and the Assyrians and the Babylonians. The kings. No, I don't. You're not supposed to use astrology. The fallen angels taught it. Ain't that crazy? And look what it say right here. See? Moses is the inventor of the alphabet and law of science. Something passed to the Phoenicians, to the Greeks. Solomon was the originator of the golden pillar found in the temple of Zeus at Tyre. We just read about Tyre, didn't we? The king of Tyre, and how Solomon sent him some stuff, and it could have been a different one at that time, but still, several of them. Okay. African traditions. Y'all ready? Y'all want to hear this? Ooh, I'm going to come back to this. It says the African traditions. There were many traditions about Hercules' expedition to Libya. Salus has the Medes, Persians, and Armenians travel to Libya after Hercules' death. Strabo speaks of Indians who are accompanied speaks of Indians who accompanied Hercules on this expedition. Juba II, according to Plutarch, I believe, mentions the Olubians and the Mycenaeans, and Cleodemus talks about the descendants of Abraham. Now, we know this because Abraham's granddaughter married Hercules. Y'all remember we studied that in Josephus? Aphara's daughter married Hercules. Now, why would Hercules be attributed to African history or tradition? Huh? Okay. It says there was also divergent traditions regarding the place in which Hercules fought Antaeus. Diodorus Siculus simply places the fight in Libya, present-day Africa. Strabo reports that some located the tomb of Antaeus in Tangier, just south of Tangier. Mela states that Antaeus founded Tangiers, Juba, all these names, blah, 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 blah. And then it says, son of Antaeus, wife by Hercules, founded Tangiers. On another hand, somebody else reported tradition that Antaeus wrestled with Hercules at Clypea, which is in Aspis, on the Carthaginian coast. not prove what the green book says? The good book. Ain't that crazy? Hmm. Y'all want to see this right here, though? And then I'm about to go. I'm going to let them see it first. Y'all see what they say? It says, in an anonymous work, we find that Abraham traced his ancestry to the giants. In an anonymous work, we find that Abraham traced his ancestry to the giants. These dwelt in the land of Babylonia, and because of their impiety, they were destroyed by the gods. One of them, Belos, escaped death and settled in Babylon. He built a tower and lived in it. The tower was called Belos after its builder, and Abraham had learned astrology. He first went into Phoenicia and taught it to the Phoenicians. Later, he went into Egypt. Then Abraham fight against Og of Bashan, who was a giant, and won. Maybe not. Okay. Who remembers when you get to talking about the line of Judah and Israel? It said your mama was an Amorite and your daddy was a Jebusite or something. One of them. There was two races of giants. It said you were the least of the clans, the 12 clans of the Olympiad. Their mama was an Amorite or their daddy was an Amorite and something else. Y'all remember we read that? And those two people, okay, your mama was a Canaanite, I think, and your daddy was an Amorite. He said you were the least of the clans. The clans of who? The clans of the Titans? Those guys? Oh. Yeah, probably. Because Joseph's sons could pick up a bear and drop it by his paw and pick up a wild boar and just run and rip it. And they could run about 80 miles an hour and all kinds of other stuff. I don't know no regular sized man that's picking up a full size bear by its paw and dropping it over a cliff. No, not one. I don't know if you've ever seen a bear claw, but they're massive. Bigger than your head. They can devour you in one swipe. All of this will be gone. All of it. Maybe. It just depends on how big they. Okay? So how you just picking it up like I would do a cat and dropping it? A whole gazelle, you could outrun it and get it. Outrun a gazelle, really. Well, do you see now why you need all the books and the Bible? And to those that don't believe what we're saying right here, I'm just going to show you right here. This Josephus, the history of the Jews. Right there. You see it? You see it? That's the history of the Jews. We're going to go to my favorite ripped up page. Don't believe me? It's right there. Cleodemus, the prophet. Cleodemus. Marcus. Cleodemus. Marcus. Cleodemus. Marcus. It's in your book already. Cleodemus. Marcus. Okay. So this is the history of the Jews. And Cleodemus Malchus wrote a history of the Jews in agreement with the history of Moses, the legislator. Relates that there were many sons born to Abraham by Keturah. Nay, he names 3 of them: Aphor, Surim, and Japhran. That wasn't their only kids, but these is what he gonna name. And that from Surim was the land of Assyria denominated. So Abraham's son Surim is where we got the land of Syria. And from that, the other 2, Aphor and Japhran, the country of Africa, took its name because these men were auxiliaries to who? Hercules, when he fought against Libya and Antaeus. And then Hercules married Aphor's daughter, and on her he begot a son, Diodorus, and that Sophon was his name, from whom that barbarous people, the Sophacians, were denominated. The history of the Jews says that Hercules married Abraham's either great granddaughter or granddaughter. And his sons are the people that are the Arabians, the Babylonians, the Assyrians, and all of those guys. Africa. I know. It's okay, Siri. Don't do that. You just scared the crack out of me. It's crack. Crack. Maybe could have scared some of my crack. I don't know. That's crazy. Don't start talking and I ain't ask you no questions. Shoot. You see, I was like, wait a minute. Listen here. Yes, I got to turn her off. Yeah, that just scared the hell out of me. Don't nobody be in here talking unless it's me. Listen. Yes, voice work. I need to turn that. It's too many of them though. No, she ain't helping me. Yeah, helping me back to have a dang panic attack. Assyrians. Siri. You answering for your people? Siri was the name of an evil spirit. Cyrus. A demigod. So was Alexa. No, I'm serious. Alexa is the name of a fallen angel or one of their children. Don't believe that? All you need is this book right here. You either need this book or this book. I think this is all of them. I know it's another one, but we just gonna start with this. Feminine spirits and angels. The dictionary of demons, because the names is in here. The dictionary of fallen angels, including the fallen angels, and the encyclopedia of demons. And you will find a lot of the names of your clothing, your food, places you go, cars, everything in these books. So, I'm about to go, y'all. I'm about to go eat. We've been on here 183 minutes. And I need some food. I'm hungry. I love y'all. You was going to purchase that book? Yeah. Good deal. I love y'all. I'm about to go. I hope y'all have a good day. Y'all got plenty of stuff to go study. Don't forget to go watch those movies if you can. Pan's Labyrinth and anything about the Holocaust. Not the Holocaust, but the whatever, the war with old boy Hitler. Hell, Hitler. I don't watch too much TV. You're one. Oh, you're welcome. Pan's Labyrinth. And yeah, I'm about to go eat. I'm hungry. This stomach is in my back, honey. And I probably will take me a nap because I've been up since 4. So I got up and was reading this morning. We're trying to make sure I give y'all some fresh food, even though we still studying about the giants. Do y'all see y'all just keep going back to Genesis? Every time we try to get out of Genesis, who sees we can't get out of the first part of the Bible? Y'all paying attention? No matter how many times we can try to get away from the beginning. In the beginning, honey. And the beginning is the most important part next to Jesus being crucified. We got to figure out why we messed up and why things are the way that they are. Nobody want to do it, but look how interesting it is to care about why. Caring about the why didn't change your thank you. You didn't used to care about the names of the kings in Judges and Chronicles. You didn't care. That was stupid to you. Why is they listing all of these people? And this one begat this one. This is dumb. We don't need none of that. Just get to the meat of it. Go on to the part where it start getting good. Now you'd be like, okay, so he is his son. And then, wait a minute, babe. Can you go get my other book? Now you care about such and such begat such and such begat such and such. And then used to the fact last 75 years of your life. You skipped over that part. Didn't you? You skipped over that. When they got the naming, numbers. Now you understand why numbers is so important when it was numbering the because you should see when it was saying they was going against these people and this many people fell. You should start to see the numbers of the giants and the numbers and all this stuff. What book to start with? The Old Testament Supergrapha. These are the main 2 books you're gonna need. My other one is in the room, I think, but it's both of these. Gotta add these. It's the main book we'd be studying out of. It's Volume 1 and Volume 2 on Amazon for $54.99. Gotta get them today or tomorrow. Yep. You'll definitely want to get them. They're like, okay. Who feel like having these then change their whole understanding of the Bible? Anybody? I just seen somebody named that looked like Nimrod. Narita Marte 510. Do you realize you got Nimrod in your name? That's crazy. Nimrod Mermaid, huh? Nimrod Marta. Well, damn. Did you do that on purpose? Are you a mermaid and you... Are you one of the people? You could tell us. You don't think so? Go dip your feet in some water. Let's see. No, joking. Let me stop. I said, wait a minute. That's ain't near yet. Wait a minute. They done sent their people over here. Look at that. Are you sure? That's it. That's all you need right now. I'm hungry. I gotta go. I bet y'all be looking at people's names now, don't you? You paying attention. Uh-huh. Your daughter has teeth behind her teeth. So she has 2 rows. Oh, there you go. You already know that's one of the markers of a giant DNA, double rows of teeth. Extra digits and everything. Yep, I'm about to go because I'm hungry. You got a teacher, you got a kid that got 6 fingers. It made me think of your class. Mm-hmm. Go get the book so they can know that they special now. Show them. The men of Gath had 6 fingers just like you. Ain't nothing wrong. Well, the world would say something's wrong with them, but people like you have been here before, and they still here. Yep, I'm hungry. I gotta go. My stomach is in my back. Bye, y'all. I'll be back later. I can't. I gotta go. I'm hungry. Y'all keep on talking to me till I be in passed out.